Hey anatomy students, how are you guys doing? I hope you're doing great, studying away for your lecture exam and practical exam. I know you guys are going to do awesome, but to hopefully help you study, I'm going to go through the cervical, thoracic, and lumbar vertebrae with you, okay? So if you want to turn to page 102, we're going to start with our cervical vertebrae, cervical 3 through 7 that is, and we're going to start with the superior view, and then we're going to move to the lateral view. Okay, so this is the superior view of our cervical vertebrae. So the first thing we're going to look at is the body, which is right here. This is the body. And then we have our transverse processes, which is this bony process right here, transverse processes. And the hole next to it is the transverse foramen, okay? So now these kind of smooth parts right here, which you can feel if you come in and feel the vertebrae, is called the superior articular process, okay? Superior articular process. That's kind of this area right here. And now this right here is our spinous process. And then this hole here is our vertebral foramen. So that's everything we can see from the superior view. So now we're going to move lateral so that I can show you the inferior articular processes. So those are these guys right here. And if you come in, you can tell that they kind of stick down. My fingers are touching them. So inferior articular processes, not to be confused with the transverse processes, which are right next to them. So this is the inferior articular processes, okay? There we go. Okay, so that's everything you need to know for your cervical vertebrae. So now let's move on to the thoracic. You can see this is a very, very different looking vertebrae. The spinous process is a lot bigger, and so is the body. So you can tell we're moving down the vertebral column. So let's look at it again from our superior view. So this is how you would see it superiorly. So this right here is our spinous process. And then now a little different from the other vertebrae we looked at, this is our transverse process here. These two guys sticking out here, okay? And now these two little guys right here, these are the superior articular processes, okay? So they stick out superiorly, okay? And now here, you might want to come into the lab and see this, but there's kind of a groove on the transverse processes, and that's the facet for tubercle of rib. So you'll want to come in and see that, but that's along this transverse process here. And then this is the body. Okay, so now let's look at it laterally. So this is the lateral view. And the only other thing here, let me see if I can show this to you. Do you see right here, there's like a little divot right there. That is the costal demifacet for the head of rib, okay? Costal demifacet for head of rib, right there. And again, spinous process, transverse process, and then these are our superior articular processes, body. Yeah, so that's everything for the thoracic. So last but not least, we have our lumbar vertebrae, which is very different looking from any other vertebrae. So, okay, so the first thing, let's again look at it how we would look at it superiorly, which would be like this. So this guy, he's got a little broken parts, but we can still ID him like this. So the first thing is the body, huge body on this one. That's how you can know it's a lumbar vertebrae. Again, vertebral foramen right here, spinous process, transverse process, and these are the superior articular processes. So you can see there's a lot of repetitiveness between these vertebrae, okay? So now let's look at the lateral view like this. And the only other thing that's special here is this inferior articular process here. But again, we have our spinous process, superior articular process, and the body. So I hope that helps you guys for this weekend. Good luck studying. I know you're going to do awesome. And the rest of the TAs, and I'll be praying for you. Good luck. Bye.